This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
I mean, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
Yes, people, it's been a while since I've been on this channel. I think it's been like 20 days to be exact, so forgive me. I didn't do nothing on the weekend. I came back. When did I come back? I'm back Saturday, early hours in the morning, roughly, I think, or midnight, one or the other. So, and I got to see a win. It's been too long. I'm going to be running up more content every day, same kind of thing. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Let's put it like that. Going away for too long is not warranted. I was actually going to do streams, but the connection out there sucked ass. Yeah. But 20 days later, we're still shit. But I'm here to be more positive than the next. So let's get this one thing straight. I didn't do a reaction. I didn't do a watch long, but that's all this week. It's you got to get into gear again. Do you know what I mean? So, and also you can check out our sponsors. Even if you just scan the code, it should be all there, man. Screenshot it, do what you want with it. It's all good. What's this? Love. Just more bills coming out of my account. That's what we like. But anyways, I'm going to talk about Chelsea a little bit more in depth than what we spoke about. Obviously, on Never a Foul. I haven't exactly gave my whole opinion or reaction towards it or how I'm feeling genuinely towards Man United. But I need you lot in the comments to tell me how you're genuinely feeling about Man United and Amorim. And I'm seeing stuff about Ahmad that I don't agree with. So let me know in the comments. You can be a rival, even if you got a rival's opinion, go for it. I'm all for it. I'm seeing this Baleba stuff as well. He's very unsettled, which is good news for us. And we not even have to lift a finger. But in the same breath, it might make you think as a United fan, thinking, well, was your one season just a one-season wonder, or are you actually kind of shit? Are you rubbish? But yeah, look, if you've seen as well, Amorim is at Carrington. He's going to be there for the next week or so until the international break, overseeing whatever he needs to see. Kind of tells me Amorim's still under pressure. The micromanagement might falter under him, but I can't lie. Let's talk about it. I'm going to state this for anyone that hasn't watched me in the ages and where I sit with Amorim. I don't even want to talk about Amorim like that because he got a W under the belt. We got back-to-back wins at Old Trafford. One was against Burnley, of course, and it should have been a lot more. And same with Chelsea game. Obviously, we beat them. We've got Brentford away where we don't really win. We always end up losing by a goal margin or we get absolutely thrashed. So let me go through the comments and let me see what you think and how you lot feel. But I am still Amorim. I do want him to... It's a bit weird. Like, to say I want him out it might sound a lot more harsh than anything, right? But if he's to leave tomorrow, and I swear I would celebrate. I'm not going to cap. I will absolutely celebrate because I don't feel like this system suits what the team needs at the moment, or what the team can offer. In the same breath, it's like, I really like the guy. I don't know if anyone feels exactly the same with me. I really like him and I really want it to work out. I want to be a good force under him because I like the way he talks and I feel like he understands what it is to rebuild something, a club, or get it going. But in the same light, I can't overlook the Grimsby result and I can't overlook certain performances. But in the same breath, I've seen a lot of good positive signs as well. Like, but it's just like, again, in certain moments, we just look crap, real crap. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But I want it to work. I want to sit here in about 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks time, near Christmas times, and just say, you know what? I jumped the gun a little bit too much too soon, and I don't want to be too harsh in it. So yeah, maybe I do fancy him. Maybe I like the Moncler. But yeah, I'm happy United win. I just want United to keep winning. I don't want United to lose so the man can get sacked. I just want to see it through, innit? It will happen when it needs to happen. And Ineos just need to get a kick up the arse even when things are going right a little bit, or you're getting results, but the performance ain't going right. Just have the right decisions, right? That's where I'm kind of sitting at. So don't ask me those questions. Are you still Amorim in or out? That's it. Nothing more. But I just want to be fair and balanced about Man United. I get tired of talking about the manager until it's warranted. Watching all the Brighton games, Baleba's good, no way 100 million. We'll talk about the Baleba stuff. Let me see what you lot are saying. City's only above us in goal difference. Chelsea 1 point in front, and we're 3 points off top 4 with 2 easily winnable games coming up with no midweek fixtures. Cunha amount coming back, quietly optimistic. And that's from you, Lebo, as well. So, yeah, fairs. And Boomer going back to the G-Tech. Big up Abdi Aziz. Love to see you, my friend. Amorim keeps making the same mistakes. Mainly nice to get back-to-back wins. It would be nice for once, but it's the bare minimum, isn't it? We need to build on that Chelsea performance. The Twitter takes on Ahmad's too much. I really want to have a take on this, honestly. Big up to anyone that's bigging me up as well, man. So brilliant. We'll talk about Baleba. Fair and balanced. Speak on Ahmad and how he's stinking up. Yeah, you know what? That's where I'm at with Ahmad. So we're going to start with Ahmad first. And we're going to have to keep it. We're going to have to keep it a buck. Right? He's not been the Ahmad that we know. Is that fair enough to say? He's not been the Ahmad that we know. Nowhere near it. I think he's actually been nothing short of a little bit horrendous for his standards. Right? I'm not liking certain moments, but he is working hard off the ball. I can't fault it, but it's just on the ball. It's final decisions that is getting on my nose. Doing these little scissor kicks, you've got the talent, but in certain areas, like against Man City, even against Chelsea, why are you doing so? Just do the basics. So your decisions are making him look terrible. Everything else, passing, in possession, it's all fine. Even off the ball, it's fine. But when it comes to that final ball or playing the correct pass or whatever, I just find an Ahmad to be a little bit lackluster, and I feel like he needs to get dropped. I'm liking Mazraoui at right wing back. So I'm looking at that thinking you need to hold bench and you need to be a bit more of a super sub rather than, anything else. That's the way I'm looking at it. But beyond the performances, I look at Ahmad and I'm thinking, has anyone noticing a little bit of a trend online for certain players, right? Especially young players. Ahmad's about 23 now, I think. But I saw it with Garnacho, and Garnacho's a rubbish footballer. I've seen it with Rashford. Rashford's one of our own. We've seen them try to do it with Mainu, but Mainu hasn't been playing, so they can't get onto him, right? So, again, this narrative online is shit, shocking, and disgusting. Because, you see them hateful comments, and I'm thinking, like, mate, we're not playing amazing at the moment, right? In terms of, like, obviously, in possession, out possession. It's not been amazing. But then you're going to go and scapegoat someone, again, by going for one of our better footballers and going to cuss him out. Cool, talk about his footballing ability, which is fine. On the pitch, he's not been great, right? And then, obviously, he's good friends with Garnacho. Read the room. For me, it's probably his management team that got that all wrong, considering why he deleted all of it. Because it's like, read the room a little bit. I understand that. Get over it. Ahmad's a nice character. He seems like a nice guy. Got good characteristics about him. Very humble as well. He's a little bit like Eric Bailly type of joker in the squad. I like him a lot. But he's going through a bad patch. But no one ever wants to just say, you know what? The player's just going through a bad patch. What's wrong with that? Just saying, yeah, you know what? He's a great player, but right now, he's playing really shit. For his standards, he could be a lot better. But no one wants to ever do that online. They want to go one beyond and say, you know what? He's finished. We should sell him. He's not good enough for this team. And you look around at our squad and think, you know what? There's some decent players there. They've got some good footballers. But then there's some that are not so great footballers, and you don't want to ever go into them. It's never a fair criticism, is it? And that's my issue with the United fan base over and over and over again. So I think it's poor. And guess what? It's never going to stop. So yeah, I think he's being targeted a little bit for certain decisions, for certain moments when it's not him. No one can ever criticize Bruno Fernandes when he's rubbish and then go and blame it on somebody else. They always have to. But I'm not here to criticize Bruno because I thought Bruno had a fucking absolutely monstrous game against Chelsea, even with 10 men, even 10v10. He carried that midfield without Casemiro after he got sent off as well. I thought them two together were brilliant, even in the first 5 minutes, even after there was 11. It was just picking up the pockets that we want Bruno to be in, which is further up the pitch. That's exactly where Bruno needs to be, further up the pitch. And then someone else gets a little bit closer to Casemiro, whether it's Dorgu, whether it's De Ligt, which he did because he pressed high, or let alone, obviously, Mazraoui, who pretty much had a bit of an engine doing a bit of everything. And I really like that for him. So I was just wondering, like, is Bruno's role going to change? Against Chelsea, let's talk about the Chelsea point. Scoring those 3 points are huge because you already know what the fan base is like, right? And it's another big game. We've played Arsenal, we played Man City, which we both lost to, and I think we unfairly lost to Arsenal. I think we could have definitely got a draw or win that game. City, we deserved to lose, no doubt, but Chelsea, we won. We did draw against Fulham away. I just don't want to be in this situation where you look good at home, but you look really shit away and you look clueless and you ain't got a game plan or you don't want to tweak anything until it gets right. That's my only thing about United. At Old Trafford, is it always going to be comfortable? Of course, get your wins at home always, and away you can work on that. But when we go to Brentford away, we saw them give Chelsea a really good game. Brentford are really hot and cold. But against Chelsea, there was a lot of good signs, even with 10 or even with the 11 men with the extra man. So I'm positive about it. I just don't know if United's got that killer bite. Because even in that first half, Bruno's too fixated on trying to get a goal for Sesko when Ahmad's in on goal. Did anyone clock that? And in certain areas, it's like, why are you not passing the... Like, even Ahmad was free at one point. I think Casemiro decided to play on the left and Dorgu's cross was crap. It's just little certain things. Across the box, I see us 3 versus 1 at one point with the goalkeeper just laying there. And he's like, why did you not put it across the box to Ahmad? He's there again. So Ahmad is getting in good positions. And that's not... You can't blame that on Amorim. You got to look at the players thinking, what the fuck are you lot doing? Kill the game off, man. Please. Please kill the game off. 3 goals, 4 goals in the first half was definitely warranted. And it's like, what happens next time? You know, you don't always get those opportunities against big sides. You know what the biggest takeaway for me with the Chelsea game before I do this super chat is you can break down a low block. We've seen United break down low blocks and go again and again and press. Our press was like the press against Arsenal. But is it all the time where it has to... My other question is like against Arsenal or against a big side, even against City, is it the big games that these players are up for? What about the minnows? You know, Burnley, you press well, but in moments you lackluster and we nearly lost the game or drew the game even. That's what I might. It's like, are these players only up for the big games or not? So there's not, again, it's a lot of questions. There's only 5 games that's been played. So we need to see in the next 2 game weeks. You've got Sunderland at home soon, which should be a definite winnable game. It should be a 3-0 or 2-0. I'll give respect to Sunderland. Sunderland, very good side. I must admit. It's the Brentford game. I'm thinking, please just get me a back-to-back win so we can just stop getting bannered. Big up Cass Abdiaziz. Hope the holiday was great. I'm Amorim out. Can't watch United till this bum coach is gone. Not Ineos' biggest fan, but they must be ruthless and bin the poet. Hitler likes and sub. See, I don't really want to focus on Amorim at the moment, you know. I just feel like off the back of a win, we must talk about certain aspects of things. But I'm just kind of bored about the manager thing because otherwise I get myself into a zone where I just piss myself off. My thing is Ineos competent enough to realize, one, you might get the result, but is the performance good enough to warrant to say this is sustainable? It shouldn't just be the fact that if you're losing, you get sacked. It should be the fact of, are you the right man for the job to move the team forward? And at the moment, it seems like Ratcliffe and Amorim are on the same page, but there's obviously key details that are being missed out about what the full picture is. So, and I think Amorim's feeling the pressure, but the players have got to do their job too, you know, because all of a sudden you go beat Brentford, it's a little bit less pressure. You go beat Sunderland, then you got Liverpool away. That's another big game out the way before the 10th game's even been played. That's the 8th game of the season, and you've had 4 big teams out the way before you go to Tottenham, right, and go and do what they're doing. So that's again, I'm just trying to take this by game now. The Grimsby one was very reactive from me. I was super pissed off. Even against City, I didn't even really... There was a feeling within me, I just didn't give a shit. So again, we need 2 wins before Anfield, man, because at Anfield, against Liverpool, of course, we were actually all right last year. So that's where I'm at. It's like, you know what? Get me 6 points. Let's see where we're at. If we're in a healthy enough position, it might be enough to say, you know what? We might lose and probably will lose at Anfield against Liverpool. But it's like, is there enough in this team and in a tank that we can keep pushing forward and getting W's or not? Do you know what I mean? And then we can build with Amorim or not. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I do want it to work out. And Chelsea, I was looking at that first 5 minutes. Can that 5 minutes turn into 60 minutes per game at least, or 70 minutes? Can you go and get some goals? Cunha's back now. That's huge. People forget about that. What Cunha does for the side. So Cunha and Mbumo, Mazarawi being back, which is huge again. I even think Maguire's got a certain degree of warranting a place as the middle centre back and De Ligt out right, and maybe Yoro goes left or Shaw, because I think Yoro definitely deserved to start. He hasn't done anything wrong, but if it means we play better football, I'm all for anything. I'm quite critical of Yoro in the air, attacking areas, like attacking the ball in the air. I think Yoro is class, but defending it, he's fucking shit. He needs to work on it. He does. He needs to be a lot stronger in the air, because that goal that we conceded against Chelsea, I've seen that time and time again on his side. So that's it. That's. But he's young and he's learning, and I really like Yoro. I think he's brilliant. But what did you lot make of the Chelsea game? Were you lot looking at that thinking that was absolute shit? That was dog shit. Even being 2-0 up, and then I can't even say that we nearly threw it away. They didn't trouble us. We still looked comfortable. What did you lot think of it? Big up Revenger. It's me. Oh, it's Luke. Oh, big up Luke. What? Anyways, all Man United fan, no Man United fan. We need world class in the club. Like, well, Carlos Baleba is not world class, and Adam Wharton you're going to talk about. Oh my God, we've got the same. We've got the same taste in midfielders. I like Baleba. I love Wharton, and even having an engine like what's his name, Anderson we got the same taste of like centre mids that we like. Xerxes and Mine who needs minutes. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I'm back, Dodger. Big up, man. I've got a few other, oh my God, new ones to look out for. Okay, you're talking to someone else. People won't admit it, but we start every game pretty well. First 15 minutes always good. I've noticed that. Cunha, Mount, and Mbumo will be the much needed legs and aggressiveness that's missing. Well, I don't see Mount starting now with Sesko. You just bought Sesko. Sesko's going to start. Sesko will score, right? My only criticisms of the Chelsea game was some of the subs. Some of the subs are very correct. Bringing off Maguire, I thought was stupid, especially if you're going to play a low block situation. Why are you taking off Maguire? He was doing really well. That back three, don't change it. I can understand changing Mazarawi maybe, but don't change it. I think it's doing well. And the other one was, I know Cunha's cameo was okay, but Cunha could have come off as someone else. I thought, as soon as you bring off someone like Sesko and go for someone that wants to go in behind all the time, you're taking away that one guy that can hold up the ball very efficiently, right? And I thought Xerxes, we've seen Xerxes against 10 men when we had 10 men at Arsenal. Do you remember? Look how well he played, holding up the ball, give and go with Ahmad. I thought Xerxes should have came on. And it kind of goes to show, innit? Xerxes does not have a future under Amorim at this moment of time. And I struggle to see where he gets minutes. I don't think he stays beyond the season, and that's a shame because he's a really good footballer. But we didn't utilize his strengths against Chelsea. And it's like, again, certain substitutions, that's the only thing I can really criticize. Other than that, I was pretty happy. Dorgu, I like Dorgu, physically matched James, difficult battle, final balls just got to improve in it. Like crazy. I'm all for putting Luke Shaw left wing back until he breaks down. I like Luke Shaw's performance, but I think he's better as a left wing back. He's got better delivery. He looks fit. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like Dorgu, I like what he brings physically, but I'm just looking at that left centre back thinking, just go put Yoro there, mate. Go put Mazarawi there or something. Because we need better deliveries into the likes of Sesko. We can't keep getting Dorgu going down the line and he's drilling it like he's Antonio Valencia. So, but other than that, I don't really have a criticism of Dorgu. But he does need to learn how to cross a ball. Honestly, I don't understand how a professional footballer does not know how to cross a ball. I will always be confused by that. Big up Joey in the building. But yeah, a little bit moving on from the Man United and the Chelsea game is this Baleba stuff. And and it sounds kind of deep, but I feel like it's a bit of a scapegoat from the Brighton manager. Does anyone else feel like that? Because I'm in that boat. I'm updating some obviously timestamps for people that watch this back, right? And I'm looking at this thinking, is that 2 weeks in a row where he feels like his head's in Manchester? And it's nice to know that if that's the case, and that's true, Baleba wants Man United, and even if the likes of, I don't know, a Man City or Liverpool wanted him, no, he wants to move to Manchester United. That's huge for next year. You've got Rashford playing well, Højlund's getting minutes, mandatory as well if he plays a certain amount of games. That's like Baleba funds. And even the more he plays well, he's got to play well at some point, but it's not warranting that 100 million that people have kind of said, right? But it kind of tells me the more this is September, he hasn't had a single good game. He was actually at fault for a couple goals this season for Brighton alone. One of them being against Tottenham, right? And I feel like, are United going to go in for Baleba in January? Because I don't see how United don't pass up the opportunity to get him in January. And I don't see how Brighton won't want to get rid of him if he keeps dropping stinker after stinker. They'll be like, you know what, have him, we'll take 75, 80 million. I'll be happy with that. That's a big boost to go and get the Champions League position, hopefully, depending on where we are, of course, by then, and say, this is the boost you're going to get. This is the legs, right? And I look at that thinking, I look at Brighton's performance, but they're so fixated on blaming Baleba. It's like almost as if they're trying to blame someone or trying to scapegoat someone for their performances and why they can't register a win this year. I don't even know if they've registered a win. I think they got one win maybe, and I think they got a couple draws, couple losses. But it sounds deep, but I'm actually loving that he's dropping stinkers because we know how good he actually is. And you're going to get some of the fan base that feel like, oh, you know what? Baleba might not be that guy. We shouldn't go and get him. That is just stupid. That's just prime opportunity. Like, I'm just looking at that thinking, cool. They ain't got to warrant 100 million. No, in some of these games, like he's got Chelsea next week, right? Baleba versus Caicedo once again. I wonder if that Herzl is going to go and drop him. So I don't know, man. I do. It's a good thing that he's doing bad. I'm over the moon. Please go get me in January because I'm looking at Adam Wharton thinking it's going to be difficult to go and get him in the summer with Liverpool and Man City lurking around him. And I just feel like that's just the guy that you go and get to go and, you know, if you, even if it's Amorim or Iraola or whoever, you go and get these guys to play with Kobe Mainu. So Baleba's doing bad. It's good for us as his price is going to go down. We can forgive the kid for playing bad for half a season. Oi, I'm in agreement with you. If Man United go in for Baleba, they'll bid no more than 60 million. I think United will do more than that. So yeah. Cass, who you taking? One, Anderson, Wharton, or Steeler? Adam Wharton all day long. But I really like Elliot Anderson. I really, he's the engine. You know what? Even if we didn't get Baleba and we said, you know what we're going to go and do? We're going to go get Adam Wharton and we're going to make sure we get Adam Wharton. We're going to get Elliot Anderson. I'd be buzzing. I'd be buzzing still. Because I feel like Baleba's got a bit more PR than Elliot Anderson, right? And I think they offer pretty much the same kind of thing. And I'm all for an Elliot Anderson. I think he's wicked. I look at that Forest team thinking they're doing shit. He's going to be there for his second season. I really like that. So yeah. Cass, we are stupid for not turning Mainu into a Baleba. Well, they offer different characteristics. So I don't know. I look at Mainu and look at that Brentford game thinking that this is a game that's tailor-made for a Kobe Mainu in that midfield. I feel like you can play him in the DM spot. The one that's a little bit deeper. I just don't see why we just don't utilize Mainu more than the likes of an Agate, or obviously Casemiro is injured. He's got a game suspension. I look at this as a game for Mainu thinking this is what you can do. This is what it is. Like this is an opportunity, but I just don't think he's going to try that. Because Agate against Brentford, I'm not hearing it. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to see that at the moment. I think if you're going to utilize Agate, you do exactly what you did with him, like against Chelsea. He's the guy that you bring on to shut up shop, not the guy to start the match. That's it. Well, Nelson, respectfully, as much as you might wank off City, and by the way, I'm going to change all of this. So don't think why have you got City shirts. It's because Daps has done it, and I'm waiting for some hangers so I can put up all my other ones, like Man United shirts and shit. So that's getting changed. But this is a Man United channel. So what do you mean who cares about United? You're on a United channel, so do you know what I mean? This is about Man United. Have you not seen the intro? What's this? No, we're gonna have a tough time getting Wharton because not only have we been scouting him every game, I know factually Manchester City have been scouting him every single game. They're following him. He might be the replacement for Rodri for the future, in it. So I wouldn't count us out. I mean, counting the City out. And also, I've seen that Liverpool have definitely been tracking him. And right now, Liverpool just get everyone they want. What's this? Baleba's been sticking on several times. Luke Shaw is not that fit and fast enough to play left wing back. He's more suited to left centre back or left back if we switch to a back four. Luke Shaw just needs to get sold. That's the way I hope he stays fit so we can sell him next summer. I am not sold by him staying fit right now. I can expect over international break that he's probably going to get injured, unfortunately, because that's the same case with him all the time. So if he stays fit, amazing, but I'm not feeling it. Like, I just don't think he's the guy that's going to change our game. I do wonder if Lisandro Martinez, again, I'm not exactly fond of it, but I do wonder if Lisandro Martinez can improve our footballing side of things and maybe defensive side of things. I'm not, again, a bit more aggression, playing higher up might suit him, but I just know going backwards, Lisandro Martinez just does not, one, he doesn't have the height, he doesn't have the pace. Same way we went and got Cunha and Bumo, Sesko to revamp attack. We should go get Walton, Anderson, Baleba to revamp the midfield. Casemiro, Bruno, and Agate out. We do need 3 midfielders. A fully fit Lisandro walks into our team. Do you actually agree with that one? I'm not too sure if I agree with that one, to be fair. I don't think he does right now. I think he's been out for way too long. I just don't see and we might be offering him a new contract. I just don't see how he works. I'm here to be proven wrong. I just want to win. So are you not bothered anymore about Amorim's lineups for the next 2 games? Of course I am. Of course I am. Look, a lot of people were doubting the lineup against Chelsea. But I was looking at that thinking, I don't really care. I just want to win. Let's just see how it goes. And then I'll talk about it afterwards. So again, whatever happens next game, we'll see how it goes. And we can talk about it. That's it. How am I part of a problem? What problem is that? Let me know what the problem is, because I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I've barely been here I haven't been here for 20 days. I haven't streamed for 20 days, and apparently I'm part of a problem. So yeah. Maz, Yoro, Delict, our best back 3. I agree. I would prefer Mazraoui to go left centre back rather than Luke Shaw. I don't like Luke. I just don't trust Luke Shaw. So, is what it is. But yeah, look, we'll see what happens with Baleba. I do wonder if it's going to be a January situation or not. So you're gonna have to wait for that. But what the last little part I'm just going to touch on is this micromanagement from Jim Ratcliffe. You know, I don't understand what a co-owner needs to do at Carrington to ensure things to be smooth. Like, what is it? Is to make sure players on their best behaviors, or like can anyone break this down for me? Can anyone break this down for me? Because I'm still looking at this thinking, what business does he have there? If it's not transfers, if it's not like decision making in terms of, I don't know, what the dinner lady's going to cook or serve up, what is it? What is he going to oversee? Because I don't look at Jim Ratcliffe and think you're a footballing man like that. Yes, you're a sporting billionaire and whatnot, but I look at that thinking I don't think he'd know if a team has trained well or not. I don't think he's looking at thinking, oh, they train really hard today. What does it matter to him? He's not the manager. I don't feel like he can foresee that if they are or not are doing things correctly. So what are you doing at the training ground with Amorim? Is it to get conversations going? Like, is it just in case United falter? Like what is it? Do you know what I mean? Can someone kind of like... Can someone please? I'm still trying to work this out in my head. What is it? It's streamers like you who are the reason Amorim hasn't been sacked yet. You do mental gymnastics to excuse the way we are playing and the idiots who watch you follow your opinion. You don't have to be here, Tony, by the way. I didn't say, I don't understand. How can it be my fault why a multi-millionaire has not been sacked yet? I've already said that. I don't believe in Amorim no more. I've already said that. So I don't understand where we're going from there. I said if he leaves tomorrow, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not here like trying to go on game week by game week basis of saying in or out, in or out. I said I like the guy. I really do like the guy. But I just don't believe in his system or what he's trying to do at the moment. I don't see a clear plan for the likes of Kobe Mainu. I don't see clear plans for a couple players. But at the end of the day, there's no point crying because I'm just trying to express my opinion and I'm trying to see where everything fits in my mind. That's the way it works. So I don't really care about this Amorim hour in because I'm so bored of changing managers all the time. I'm actually just bored of stressing out about United. If I don't feel something, I just won't feel it. We'll see against Brentford. I might go and lose my head once more. But either way, I'm going to win. And this is what you call a bit of fence sitting. See, if we lose, which I don't want to, then Amorim is further to getting sacked and somebody else brand new coming in that will play back four that I feel like is more suited to the team. So on that notice, I'm winning, right? But if we win, which I want to win, which is priority for me in my mind, right? Then I'm winning regardless because I'm getting 3 points because the team needs 3 points and as much points as possible. So again, Tony, suck my dick. I just don't want to moan. What's wrong with not moaning? I just can't be bothered to moan all the time. I've just had a nice holiday. I've chilled right out. I've come back to this and I've got, again, moaners. 58 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? I'm sorry if my and your opinions do not align. Reported for sexually aggressive behavior. All right, here's another bit of sexually aggressive behavior. Suck my dick and fuck off, you absolute retard. Shut up. How about that? There's more. There's another part that you can report. Absolute weirdo, man. Guys, I just don't understand it. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, right? And people just want to moan, like just smile and just get on with your day, man. Fuck me. You're lucky that I even respond. There's some people that don't even. This just become a police matter. Well done. Okay. How about this? Fuck the police and fuck you, Tony, and go suck your mum. How about that? There you go. There's another one. Report me for that. Read this channel activity. You know what I could do? Let me go do this because I feel like I'm just. Let me see this. What? Please, can you address the allegations that you were spotted at Anfield wearing a Liverpool shirt, or is it not you in a photo? What? Okay. I've reported this channel for encouraging violence. This was against Burnley. Can I remind everyone chatting to be respectful? Be aware I'm recording this stream. The comments and hate crimes for call violence and email to the guys. Let's not lose our heads. This guy's a weirdo, bruv. Yeah, get rid of him, man. Send him to the gulag. That's what we do around here, man. Yeah, call the police, man. Call the police. You know what? Yeah. Big up Dan. Fans annoy me. It's fine to have the opinion the manager should be sacked, but having a go of the fans because they don't agree with you, don't go on. I don't agree with it, man. Yeah, gulag it, man. Could care less. But anyways, look, yeah, you know what? It might be. But if it was, I can't lie, I don't really want to be going up against Jim Ratcliffe. He's a billionaire. He can get me in trouble. Anyways, smash the likes on the way out. This is my first stream back. I'm going to be back doing 2 lives tomorrow. I'm going to release some videos every day as much as possible. Remember, on the weekends, I'm going to always have a panel. We play at 12:30, so I'm going to be back on with rants on Friday. I might be on with Saeed during the week as well. So, yeah, we're going to be getting back into full flow, man. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully, we get 3 points in the weekend and the team just ends up clicking with Amorim. So, and if not, then we'll see who's next. In a bit, we're going to go raid a gal. Go raid a gal, just say Cass raid. Yeah, man.